want you all to guess the following country. Only 31% of 8th graders met the reading proficiency standards in 2022. 26% were proficient in math. And what's even worse, only 13% were proficient in history. These are some of the lowest rates ever recorded in the history of, wait for it, our very own country, the United States of America. American education is losing its value compared to the school systems utilized in other countries. How come, as a country that is seen as one of the most fair and equal places on the planet, schools across the USA are developing students at different rates? In order to ensure a robust public school curriculum that is both accessible and historically accurate, our public schools need to implement the use of a universal school program while also focusing on student mastery of the content being taught. In order to determine what should be taught to all students, our government and educators need to first look at the school systems utilized by other successful countries. What do they do differently than us? What are some of the good aspects of their school systems? Would it be beneficial for our country to adopt a similar model? To provide an example, Denmark, Germany, and Switzerland all have an emphasis on preparing students for the workforce. These countries offer options to choose between further schooling, trade school, or other educational outlets. This focus on career preparation not only helps develop productive members of society, but it gives students a chance to prepare for their future. In the United States, over 43 states offer career technical education, or CTE pathways, which have a similar focus. CTE programs are multi-year high school courses that integrate academic skills with occupational and technical skills to provide a pathway to post-secondary education and careers for students. Some examples of these pathways include animal science, agri-science, animation, engineering, and marketing, just to name a few. However, more than 20 schools don't offer CTE diplomas, which recognize student completion of these pathways. By expanding our CTE programs and encouraging more schools to adopt them into their curriculum, we can push more students towards career preparation. As well as offering students career preparation opportunities, our younger grade classes and preschools should focus on developing social skills rather than academics. Other countries, such as Japan, have benefited from teaching young children to be kind and empathetic. In their first years of schooling, Japanese students focus on developing manners and good behavior rather than academic skills, most like other countries. With many Japanese schools not hiring custodians, students are expected to clean up after themselves and are taught how to be respectful and compassionate. These traits help them harmonize with society as they mature. Incorporating these practices into American schools will help younger children develop good etiquette and foster positive relationships amongst their peers. In addition to finding different ways to improve the structure of school, we also need to implement the use of multicultural content into our curriculum. In order to make education both historically accurate and accessible, curriculum should be created to present content through a worldwide lens, therefore capturing teachings of people and situations of all backgrounds. According to BYU.edu, multicultural curriculum helps increase student self-understanding and developing critical thinking skills. Making education a multicultural experience is important to provide students with a wealth of knowledge, as well as incorporating inclusivity and diversity into our schools. In many circumstances, the content being taught in American schools has been censored by lawmakers and educators alike. This often creates a very one-sided viewpoint to the history of our country and the world around us. Filtering content because it may be unappealing or put our country in a bad light is still keeping real information from students. We can't erase the past, and by choosing to limit information based on controversy, we are taking away historically accurate information from our students. In order to give students access to historically accurate information, we need to stop limiting curriculum based on controversy. The final key adjustment that should be made to accommodate accessible accurate, and robust public school education is advancing students once they master the concepts being taught. This idea, as advocated by Sal Khan, founder of Khan Academy, is shown to improve the quality of education for students and help them retain more information. This would help eliminate learning gaps, which is one of the primary issues in the current day American education system. Using the concept of mastery instead of test scores would help create a more personalized learning environment for the students in school. To conclude, a universal school program that would focus on mastery and creating an equal environment for all students is our gateway to help rebuild the American education system. Through careful and thoughtful decisions made by our government and educational representatives like the AAUW, these goals are all achievable. But it doesn't end there. We as citizens have the right to choose as well. Students and adults alike should go to their local school board meetings. We should all vote for our government officials. Together, we can make this vision a reality. We need to make sure that American education steps up and becomes the example for others, for the youth of today, the youth of tomorrow, and the prosperity of our nation. Thank you.